The alarm is going off again. I haven't even opened my eyes, and I'm already defeated. It feels like I didn't sleep at all. No matter how hard I try, no matter what I give, it's never enough. I'm just so damn tired.
Waking up again and I'm already drained, carrying the heavy-duty psychological pain. The sheets feel like lead, the pillows made of stone, and absolute exhaustion sitting deep inside the bone. I force my feet to drop down onto the floor, staring blankly at the framework of the bedroom door. Every single muscle is protesting the movement, putting in the effort, but I see zero improvement. I drag my heavy shadow right into the sink, too exhausted to react, too exhausted to think. The water hits the face, but it doesn't clear the fog. Just a slow motion drowning in a mental bog. I put the armor on, but the armor is too heavy. The structural damage overflowing at the levee. I push myself to work, I push myself to run, but the baseline exhaustion is never fucking done. They ask me for results, they ask me for the prize, but they don't see the deadness sitting inside the eyes. I give them everything I got until the tank is dry, but the metrics are standard and the metrics are high. It's never enough for 'em, never meets the mark. Just a constant degradation, spinning blindly in the dark. The motivation is an empty, broken trace, a permanent expression of fatigue on the face.
The battery is dead, but the system demands the power. Counting down the minutes of the early morning hour. I'm running on the fumes of an empty black tank,
Sinking right down to the bottom of the bank. Never good enough, no matter what I do. The heavy-duty cage that I am walking through. Tied to the nerve, exhausted at the core. I can't stand up straight on the concrete floor. The burnout is real, the depression is deep, and the sickness doesn't vanish when I go to sleep.
It doesn't stop. The morning bleeds right into the afternoon, and the weight just gets heavier.
I step out the house, but the air is thick as mud. A paralyzing apathy circulating and in the blood. I'm going through the motions like a mechanical slave, digging myself deeper inside of the mental grave. The hours are dragging, the clock is moving slow. The internal thermometer dropping to the low. I give another ounce of the energy away, just trying to survive the baseline of the day.
The battery is dead, but the system demands the power. Counting down the minutes of the early morning hour. I'm running on the fumes of an empty black tank,
Sinking right down to the bottom of the bank. Never good enough, no matter what I do. The heavy-duty cage that I am walking through. Tied to the nerve, exhausted at the core. I can't stand up straight on the concrete floor. The burnout is real, the depression is deep, and the sickness doesn't vanish when I go to sleep.
still tired, moving into the midday drag. It's 2 o'clock now. I've been pushing myself for hours, answering the demands, checking the boxes. But the pile never gets smaller, and the voice in my head just keeps telling me I'm failing. I'm still floating, still empty.
The afternoon arrives and the pressure is a vice, paying for the survival with the catastrophic price. I'm sitting at the desk, but the vision is a blur. Can't even concentrate on things that explicitly were. They dumping more tasks right on top of the pile. I hide the desperation behind the counterfeit smile. Can you handle this project? Can you meet the deadline while the internal framework is snapping a coat, a suffocating pressure sitting directly on the throat. I am pouring out the spirit, but the bucket is leaking. The absolute exhaustion is the only thing speaking. Never good enough, no matter what I give. I don't even have the motivation to live. Tied to the brain, exhausted to the bone, operating blindly in the rejection zone. The burnout is increasing, the dusk is drawing near, and the static in the nervous system is hardening to fear.
Keep pushing, that's what they say.
But the machine is broken. I stare at the screen, but the letters don't align. The absolute collapse of the processing design. I feel the panic rising as the clock continues to click. The psychological atmosphere is turning heavy and thick. I put the effort in, but the results are always flat. Trapped inside the maze like an exhausted little rat. The sun is going down, but the burden doesn't shift. Just watching the stability completely start to drift. Never good enough, no matter what I give. I don't even have the motivation to live. Tied to the brain, exhausted to the bone, operating blindly in the rejection zone. The burnout is increasing, the dusk is drawing near, and the static in the nervous system is hardening to fear. The daylight is dying,
But the exhaustion is permanent. I'm back in the house now. The sun is completely gone. I should feel relieved that the day is over, but I don't. The exhaustion doesn't leave when the shift ends. It just transforms into this cold, heavy static in the room. I sit on the edge of the bed, and I can't even take my shoes off. There's nothing left inside me.
twilight, the room is getting dark. The absolute extinction of the motivational spark. The walls are closing in, the ceiling is dropping low. The permanent trajectory of the psychological woe. I did everything they asked, I followed every rule, but I still feel like a broken down, inadequate fool. The evaluation is negative, the feedback is a weight. An absolute confinement inside of the failure state. I can't even muster up the energy to cry, just staring at the corner with a vacant dead eye. The depression is a physical presence in the room, a heavy blanket woven out of the absolute doom. I tried to build a fortress, tried to hold the line, but the wear and tear is broken, the structural design. No faith in the tomorrow, no hope for the release, just a permanent eviction of the internal peace. The muscles are aching, the head is spinning round, the heaviest gravity is pulling me to the ground. I am completely spent, I am completely broke, my entire identity turning directly into smoke. They wanted a masterpiece, wanted a pristine win, but I'm just a casualty sitting inside the skin. The disappointment is a shadow standing by the bed, a constant toxic narrative ringing inside the head.
The evening static is filling up the empty space, wiping the remnants of the identity off the face. I am a ghost in the house, a phantom in the hall, leaning the weight of my failure against the bedroom wall.
Still not enough, the static is too loud, trapped in the middle of a depressive cloud. Alive but not living, sinking in the grave, watching the remains of my spirit wash away. No triumph on the horizon, no light in the room, just the absolute velocity of the impending doom.
There is no happy ending to this song. There is no breakthrough. I'm just telling you how it feels to be completely hollow. Listen to the noise.
I don't even have the strength to change out of the clothes. The absolute lowest point that a human being knows. The numbness is a shield, but the numbness is a chain. A permanent freezing fraudulent name. Still not enough, the static is too loud. Trapped in the middle of the depressive cloud. Alive but not living, sinking in the grave. Watching the remains of my spirit wash away. No triumph on the horizon, no light in the room, just the absolute velocity of the impending doom. Woo! The night is here, and the loop is resetting.
It's midnight now. The world is supposed to be asleep, but the gridlock in my head won't let me rest. I'm lying here, staring at the exact same ceiling from this morning. Nothing changed, nothing improved. The effort was completely worthless. I am still stuck in the exact same crater. Lying awake in the middle of the midnight zone, a fully functional carcass sitting entirely alone. The clock hits 12, but the brain won't switch off. At the entire concept of the healing I scoff. There is no breakthrough coming, no victory in sight, just a permanent residency inside of the midnight night. I spent the whole day trying to prove my own worth, but I'm still the heaviest failure walking on the earth. The ledger is empty, the assets are all zero. No capabilities inside of me to play the main hero. The burnout is calcified into a permanent grid, locking down the potential of the things that I did. I am trapped in the concrete, cemented in place. A look of absolute defeat, permanently frozen on the face. No evolution in the melody, no shift in the chord, just a tired warrior bleeding out on the board. I don't have a story of success to explicitly tell. I am just describing the architecture of the mental hell. The insulation is thin, the coldness is expanding. The absolute destruction of the internal understanding. Whatever I do, it doesn't change the baseline score. I'm still the exact same casualty laying on the floor. The exhaustion is a loop that connects at the ends, a heavy iron collar that never breaks or bends. The midnight gridlock is the final definition of state, accepting the heavy parameters of the negative fate. No ladders to climb out of this dark mental pit, just a permanent acceptance of the weight of it. Never good enough, the loop is now complete. The absolute certainty of the total defeat. Tied to the soul, exhausted in the mind, leaving the illusion of the recovery behind. Alive, but not living, stuck in the grave. The depression is here, and it is here to stay. The minutes are ticking, the morning is drawing near. The absolute continuation of the baseline fear. I am waking up tomorrow to repeat the exact same track, with the heavy duty anchor sitting strapped to the back. No evolution in the process, no gradual rise, just the same dead expression sitting inside